Hello there, I'm Helena at Lighthouse Tai Chi, and today I have 3 well-being winter tips for you. Okay, so let's get started. First of all, move around. Okay, it's a temptation in the winter because we're cold to get hunker down in one room with a blanket round us and not move around, maybe have a flask of tea, and we're not getting up and moving about enough. So you really need to be moving every 20 to 30 minutes. You don't have to be exercising or doing anything strenuous. Just get up, walk around the room, go into the next room, go upstairs if you can and come back down again. That's a good way of keeping fit. Okay, if you don't move about, you will feel colder and you'll find that your blood won't circulate as well. You might feel dizzy, your balance will be affected, and that's not good. So this winter, it's really important to keep moving. So whether that's because you're at home or because you work in an office, every 20 minutes, stand up, walk about. It will help you stay warm. Okay. The second tip that we have is hydration. Okay. This is a glass of water. Okay. It's a half pint of still room temperature water. I don't drink ice water because that will make me cold. So I have it room temperature. I prefer still. You could have sparkling, but try to avoid putting anything syrupy in it. So have a squeeze of a lemon or a tiny little bit of cordial, but try not to add sugar because that can dehydrate you, and that's the opposite of what we're trying to do. So what you want is 8 of these a day, and that is on top of any cups of tea or any hot drinks that you're having. Okay. It might seem a lot, but for the function of your body, you need to be drinking a lot more water than you think. Okay, so I'm going to drink this now. Just as an indication, it took me 7 times to swallow that. So if you're drinking from a bottle, that 7 gulps is a glass of water. What's that going to do for me? How's that going to keep me warm? What it's going to do is thin my blood a little bit. So my blood will circulate better and come to the surface of my skin a bit more. It's also going to make sure that I am getting up and going to the loo. Okay, a lot of people cut back on drinking water because they feel embarrassed or a bit awkward about going to the loo a lot. But it's really important that you do. It's better that you drink more water, move about every 20 minutes to go to the loo. So you combine in the first 2 of our tips there. In our Tai Chi classes, we always allow a break so that people can have a drink and go to the loo, because it is really important to keep flushing through the kidneys and keeping everything in the urinary tract nice and healthy. So if you do suffer with problems with the urinary tract, drinking more water might be something that could really help. What it also does, it makes your head a bit clearer. If you get dehydrated, you can get quite fuzzy headed. It can affect your balance, and it definitely affects your memory. So it's vital really that we get that extra hydration. So just to combine those 2 tips there, if you are visiting elderly friends or relatives, and you call around and they say, oh, I'll make you a cup of tea, the temptation is to tell them to, no, you stay sat there and I'll make it. Let's get up together and let's go and make a cup of tea together. You're getting them moving around and you're both staying hydrated. Win-win. Okay, so our final tip is something you can do quite easily and gently to warm your hands quickly. So if you're like me, I get very cold fingertips and my toes as well in the winter. And this is something I've learned through doing Qigong practice, and it's based on Chinese medicine theory, but it just works. You don't have to believe in that, it works. Okay, so in the palm of your hand here, right in the centre, below the middle finger, just below those lines that you have there, if you cup your hand slightly and press with your finger gently, move it around, you'll feel there's a little indentation. In Chinese medicine, they call this the Lao Gong point, and it's an energy centre for the hand, okay? And what we're going to do on that energy centre is with the thumb, the pad of the thumb of the opposite hand, is gently either circle or rub up and down softly, keeping this hand relaxed, and it will generate heat. It will get hot very quickly. So if you have arthritis in your hands or joint pain, You will find it hard to do things like this. That's not going to work for you. If you have rings on your fingers as well, it can be quite painful. But this, if it's hurting, you're doing it too hard, okay? So keep it light, apply as much pressure as you comfortably can, and go as quickly as you can there, just to get a bit of heat in the palm of your hand. Curl these fingers into that palm and curl those fingers over to warm your fingertips, okay? And then you can do the other hand. Just gently rub that lovely point there, softly, with the pad of your thumb, so you get a bit of heat going, and curl your fingers in and warm your hands. It's a lot quicker than trying to blow your fingers and trying to move your fingers when they're stiff. That can be really painful. Start with this, get a bit of heat, and then get the fingers gently mobilised. And we hope that helps you keep your hands warm, stay hydrated, and move around. And have a wonderful winter. Whatever you're doing, stay well, and we'll see you soon. Bye.